Hi, welcome to this tutorial. This is Teacher Raya from Elimuhab's Maths. This is part 2 of the completing the square. If you have watched my earlier video, the part 1, we just put expressions into completing the square form. Then we found the turning points. In this session, we are going to solve quadratic equation by completing the square method. So what I would like you to do, if you have done this before, is look at the question, read it, and then pause the video, and then come back and check the answer. There are only 2 questions in this session. Okay, so let's start with the first question then. Okay, so we are told to find the exact solution of the following equation by completing the square. Okay, so what does exact solution mean? It means we need to give it in a third form, or you may call it radical form. Okay, so with some sort of a square root like that. Okay, so let's start. 3x squared equals 10 minus 5x. Now, what I recommend you do is you take everything with x on one side, and then everything else stays on the other side. So I'm going to remove the 5x. So I need to do the opposite of subtract, which is add. So I'm going to add 5x on both sides. So 3x squared, then add 5x is equal to 10. Now, if you remember my earlier video, I say you just really need to focus on terms that have the x or the variable. So you might have y's and so on. Because that's really what you need to do in order to complete the square. So the next thing you need to do then is make sure the x squared, this term, has just got a coefficient of 1. At the moment we've got 3. So what do we need to do? I would say to you straight away, divide by 3 throughout. Okay, so we're going to divide by 3 on this side and divide by 3 on this side, so I can have a coefficient of 1 for this term. So now I'll have x squared, because 3 divided by 3 is 1, and then I'll have a 5 over 3x over here, and on this side I'll have 10 over 3. Okay, so now I've got a coefficient of 1 for x squared. I can now complete the square. So what do we need? A bracket and a square. We need an x here. It's positive there, so that's going to be positive. 5 over 3, what's a half of 5 over 3? That will give you 5 over 6. Okay, so 5 over 6. And then that's going to be, what else do we need to do? Take away this number squared, which is 5 squared is 25. Take away 36, and that's going to be equal to 10 over 3. Okay, so we just carry on. We just need to move this to the other side now. So we have x plus 5 over 6 squared equals to 25 over 36 plus 10 over 3. Okay, so I'm just going to carry on over here now. What do we have? We have x plus 5 over 6 squared equals to, I need to have the same denominator so that I can have 36 here. I need to multiply this by 12 and this by 12. Okay, so this is going to be equal to 25 over 36 plus 120 over 36. Okay, so I can just carry on and do x plus 5 over 6 squared is equal to, these two will give me 145 over 36. Okay, so now I need to remove the square here in order to release this x here. So I need to do square root on both sides. So this will give me plus or minus the square root of 145 over 36. Okay, I need an x, so I need to subtract 5 over 6 both sides, and this will give me negative 5 over 6 plus minus square root of 145. I can take this out because 36 is a square number, so that's going to be over 6. Okay, so that is the answer for question 1 then. So obviously the first one is with the plus, and the next solution is with negative. We've been asked to give it its exact solution. So that's all we have to do, okay? Don't try to find the square root of 145 unless you can find, for example, square root of 25 is 5. That will be exact solution. But in this case, you have to leave it as it is. Okay, so let's go to question 2 then. Okay, so we're told to find the exact solution of the following equation by completing the square. So exact solution, that means you're going to leave it in radical form or third form, whatever word that you use. Okay, so we have 3x squared plus 2x minus 2 is equal to 0. Well, you know what I like to do is remove this 2, so I only have x's on one side. So now I have 3x squared plus 2x is equal to 2. And then I'm going to divide the whole thing by 3, so divide by 3 throughout, and this will give me x squared plus 2x over 3 equals to 2 over 3. And now then I can complete the square because the coefficient of x squared is 1. So bracket squared x plus here, so I have plus here. Okay, so half of 2/3 is going to be 2 over 6. And then take away this number square. So 2 squared is 4, 6 squared is 36. And this is going to be equal to 2 over 3. Okay, so you can see 2 over 6, this will give you 1/3. 4 over 36, that's 1 over 9. So we now have x plus 1 over 3 squared. I'm going to remove 1 over 9, so plus 1 over 9 both sides, then we'll have 2/3 plus 1 over 9. Okay, so I'll just carry on here. X plus 1 over 3 squared is equal to, okay, I have fractions, I need to have the same denominator. What do I need to do? Times 3 here, times 3 here. So I have 6 plus 1 over 9. Okay, so now remove the square by square rooting. So now I have x plus 1 over 3, which is going to be equal 6 plus 1 is 7, 7 over 9. So square root of 7 over 9. Of course, you have to write plus or minus 7 over 9. Okay, so I'm now going to remove the 1 over 3 by subtracting 1 over 3 both sides. I'll end up with x equals to negative 1 over 3 plus or minus. I can remove this 9, I can take it out of the root because square root of 9 is 3. So with the denominator I'll have 3, and then I'm left with root 7 over here. So your first answer will be minus 1 over 3 plus root 7 over 3, and your second solution will be minus 1 over 3 minus root 7 over 3. And that's how you have to leave it, because we want this as exact solution. Okay, so thank you for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe to my channel. See you again, and bye for now.